Okay, so we are going to go and get started. I am going to go over the monthly focus, which these resources are available to all of you on Consultants Corner, but I know sometimes it's really hard to try to figure out where which email is super relevant to me, or which email, and not that there are Pamper Chef emails that are not important, but sometimes they're like, hey, does this one relate to me? Does this one relate to me right now as far as where our business goes? And the monthly focus is a fantastic thing to go through, as well as just kind of keeping up with the stir. So I just thought that I would set aside some times, especially because of the holidays, for us to kind of gear ourselves with this. Some of us have been through the holidays before, and maybe we navigated them well, maybe we haven't, and some of us are brand new and haven't navigated the holidays at all. So it's an awesome time with Pampered Chef. What is really cool about our products that we sell is that they are so relevant during this time. Like, all direct sales companies are going to have some relevancy because of gift giving, but ours are relevant because of problem solving with what people are going through. Think of how they entertain. Sure, they give gifts. Sure, these are great gift giving things. So we're going to go through that. But also the way that people entertain. They have people over. They're baking. The holidays surround themselves with a lot of food and just those type of things that are going on. And so we just have so much to be able to offer, which makes us super relevant and important. And so I love that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us just watch some of the videos that they have out, because honestly, some of how it goes, sorry, here, hold on. Girls! They're all the way upstairs and freaking out. And so being able to have us just spend time, because I'm the type of person that, like, if I don't delegate and schedule the time, I might mean to watch this video and I never do. And they're super short and bite-sized, but super relevant. So I'm going to have us kind of watch some of the little bite-sized videos that are going on, and then I'm going to try to discuss and give you guys some points to make sure that it is something that's going to really benefit you, and that we can kind of talk about some ideas. Okay, so this first one is a great one. This is Jane Miller from our Field Solutions team, and she's going to show us just some different ideas. So if you're thinking vendor events or different ideas for gifts or things that you can showcase either in your live or in your virtual parties, I think that this is fantastic. So we're just going to spend some time watching this one. So we'll watch this first and get that going. Give me a holler if for some reason you can't hear it. But it is going to take a second apparently to load.
The holidays are a wonderful time of year for your business, so get ready to make the most out of the season by turning your parties into a great resource for holiday gift giving. At in-person parties, you'll set up the gift giving concept during your introductions while passing out the holiday gift guide to each of your guests. After the recipe demonstration, share your great ideas for gifts by introducing the products and painting the picture of how the gifts will be given. For virtual parties, you'll follow the same process, but build it into your outline along with a plan to go live to set up this gift-giving concept and to share your gift ideas. Say something like this: "Don't you love this time of year? I used to stress about the holiday gift-giving season because I struggled with figuring out great, meaningful gifts while staying within my budget. But instead of buying individual gifts for each family member, I decided to give gifts around a common theme that everyone enjoys, creating mealtime memories and a wonderful experience for everyone." And regardless of how you party, you can promote your business all season long by going live once a week to your social media followers. Use this time to present a new gift-giving idea each week leading up to the holidays. Need some ideas? Well, let me share some fun gift-giving options with you to support you and your business this holiday season. First, check out the specially priced gift sets featured in the Holiday Gift Guide. This is a great resource for you to reference at your parties and, of course, to continue using as an invitation so guests can see the ideas in advance. At your parties, ask, who's looking for great ideas for gifts for your boss, the couple next door, a gift for the whole family, or even something that can be a group gift to the teacher? Suggest the following sets as gift options: the pizza gift set or the ice cream gift set. The popcorn gift set is a great one, and you can suggest they add some boxed candy just like at the movies. Or suggest the wine and cheese gift set and recommend they add a bottle of wine if their budget allows. But the gift giving ideas don't have to be limited to our pre-made gift sets. Some other fun ideas you could recommend to your guests and followers include a family breakfast theme. Include the pancake shaker bottle, the easy pancake molds with emoji stencils. Add in the teal mini nylon serving spatula. And if the budget allows for it, recommend to guests that they add the non-stick double burner griddle for the ultimate breakfast experience. Have a guest who's shopping for the person who has everything.
Come on, Internet.
Suggest the premium cocktail set paired with their favorite spirit. The grilling tool set is a wonderful gift for dads or anyone who loves grilling. When you add gift ideas to your parties, your sales will soar because this is the time of the year that guests will pick up multiple quantities of an item to use as gifts, not to mention getting one for themselves. And when you give solutions, your customers will also book parties with you. Here are just a few ideas that I wanted to share with you. Put a fun twist on the idea of giving teachers an apple by starting with an apple wedger, add something like store-bought caramel sauce, and then place an apple on the top. Another cute idea is to take the stainless steel whisk, stuff it with Hershey Kisses, and then add a note that says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And who doesn't like ice cream? Suggest guests purchase a few ice cream scoops, then pick up a jar of chocolate fudge sauce and some sprinkles to go with each scoop. Have guests that like to gift bottles of wine? Perfect. Suggest they pick up a few wine aerators to have on hand to add to the gift, making it very unique and extra special. Here's a product that's a gift within itself. Start with a silicone oven mitt, stuff it with tissue, and add a few kitchen tools that are must-haves. And look how much they'll save on a gift bag. Or suggest to gifts they pick up several sets of adjustable measuring spoons and add a seasoning mix like the all-purpose dill mix. And always promote buying items that make perfect bow toppers. Guests will love your ideas and your help making their holiday shopping easier. Hosts will love getting more host rewards, and you'll help them have an affordable holiday season when they use their host rewards for more gift shopping. And you'll benefit with more commissions and incentive trip points, as well as knowing you've impacted so many lives during the holiday season. Happy holidays.
Okay, so I love seeing things like that. And I think it's kind of funny because every year Home Office typically puts together some of these gift sets that are like little price, things. And it always puzzled me when they'd be like, yeah, so here's a great gift, like the premium cocktail set. And I'm like, it's $100. I was like, I love me some people, but like, I'm not giving away $100 gifts. Like, that's not my budget. But the way she worded that, I don't know why it had never occurred to me. Like, think of something like that, like putting together something like a classroom teacher gift for, like maybe the PTO, like maybe there's a classroom representative and they each gather, $5 or $10 from each student, and then they get them a class gift. Or, like parents giving, I did a fundraiser and somebody got 3 of the stoneware sets that were $99 put together. You got, there were 3 stones. She got 3 of them. And I could tell, like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm giving a set to each of my kids. And I was like, for Christmas. And I was like, that's fantastic. She is able to give those, really practical sets. But do you guys have any other suggestions or gifts, or is there something from there that you guys like that you're like, ooh, I didn't think of that, or I'm going to try that? You can always unmute, or I'll try to creep on the chat too. Hold on. Let me find the chat. I love the seasoning and measuring spoons. That was a cute one.
No, I did like that one. So.
Yep. Is that where you're looking at, the little one? And I think that'd be about $15. That's a very reasonable, and how cute it was put together.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking, if people like me, like I'm fixing to have number 11 grandkids, so I'm on a tight budget. So yeah, those $85 gifts to people, that doesn't happen, even to my kids.
Right? And you're just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But And so a lot of the marketing in this time of the year, I think sometimes we just think, yeah, people want to buy Christmas presents, but we become valuable to them when we give them ideas of the presentation. Think of the hours that people spend on Pinterest trying to come up with ideas. You know what I mean? Just because they wanted something cutesy, or they want, I'm searching and searching for this cute little label, to be able to put something like, we whisk you a Merry Christmas. I'm like, how cutesy is that? If we do the thinking for them,
yeah.
Something I'm going to try to figure out that I want to do is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a do-it-yourself Christmas workshop where
that's what I was thinking. I've kind of got going through my head. I thought, what about having something like a stocking stuffer party, and have people and see all those little small things, and you could show them all those small things. So I thought, that's something I need to write down today.
I love how you're phrasing that, because I was thinking like workshop, but I'm like, the stocking stuffer party would be really fun, because what I was thinking was having it be like, hey, have them pay like a registration fee like they would for a kids in the kitchen workshop or a thing, and be like, you're going to come home with 10 of these. Little mini spatulas attached to a brownie mix, and they can come and they can, maybe I have like a bunch of different options for them to purchase, and they can come to the house, and I'll have bows and things like that and everything set up for them, and they can come and wrap it together. They're going to leave with everything finished. I can have a bunch of other ideas left out where they would know like, oh, I do need to grab a few more things. That's really cute. Can I grab, like 10 sets of those? Because I would be offering them not only the idea, but the time and the organization, and they're just going to come and put it together. Last year, I saw a lot of, I know a lot of our teammates and stuff like that, and I personally didn't do it because honestly, for me, it wasn't worth the time that it was going to be to put in. Like, I'm doing like the little mini prep bowls, and I'm portioning a seasoning mix and putting a little bow on it, and people were selling those like hotcakes. There's a couple.
Not that creative.
Well, it was totally stolen from someone in some group, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for years, but it's basically a little mini cup prep mold bowl mix. A cup of sour cream and something. And I think one of the other videos I think kind of showcases that. So we'll kind of talk about that. But I love that idea of like a stocking stuffer party, or like I said, I was trying to wrap my brain around when we offer a service to help them get their shopping done. It's completely different because they can buy presents from anywhere. You know what I mean? They could go buy spatulas if they, especially their guests, maybe they don't even care. You know what I mean? But when we're offering that service, that sets us apart, and it's going to make them want to go to us versus Pinterest.
Cool.
So it also shows, so this, if you guys have never seen before, there is, here, let me open this up in the other, there's a weekly action plan that gets sent to your email and is under the news section. And what it does is it basically gives you super relevant information over what is happening in the business and in things right now. So like being like, here's, the deal. So it tells you, hey, week of November, this November, week of November 5th, so during this week, we should be thinking, okay, let's book a party for Thanksgiving. We can do this. We can go live on our Facebook page now to give stocking stuffer ideas. So it gives you the marketing plan without you having to think, well, when is it appropriate for me to do that? They're telling you right now, like this, now is the time. Here is what is relevant. Here are the things you want to be able to do. And it also gives you some options on how to overcome those objections. So this weekly action plan really is pretty fantastic. Like I said, right now we're looking over the monthly, but those are available. And remember, when you sell $1,000 in November, when you submit $1,000 in sales, you're going to get 25 Pampered Chef dollars. Now, some of you might be like, well, that's up from $750. Right, but it's November, and if we're purposefully working like we normally do, our sales are typically a little bit higher. November is typically, October and November are typically the two best months that you're going to have if you've been working your business and being really purposeful. Now, some of you might be like, well, my November is looking pretty skimpy. If you go back a few months and you realize, well, I didn't do a whole lot in August and September, like, remember the 90-day rule. So, like, if you're going, I feel like I'm not reaping the harvest that I'm supposed to in November, but I'm getting back in the deal and I'm working my business now, you're going to start seeing those results in January and February. So don't lose heart. What happens is people work, and then they give up because they don't see immediate results, but when they keep doing it, all of a sudden the harvest comes. Don't get mad because you stuck the seed in the dirt and you're not eating a watermelon. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's especially what people happen, because around this time of year, people go, oh yeah, I want to start getting going again. Don't poop out until, that harvest time comes. So this is going to talk about some overcoming objections. We're going to watch Marna Ross. She is a hoot, but being able to look at this. So this is going to talk a little bit about how to book November and December parties at your parties.
Hey, I'm here to chat with you about how to get your November and December bookings on your calendar and how to overcome some common objections we might hear. We all know that we have some great reasons to host parties this time of year. We have great host specials, we have great recipes to share, products that they're going to want for upcoming baking and cooking and gift giving. But even in spite all of these good reasons, we're probably still going to hear some no's or that dreaded, let me think about it and get back with you. The first thing that I would suggest is that you usually agree with their objection and then offer a solution. So for example, the excuse of, I'm so busy and all of my friends are so busy getting ready for the holidays. So you might say something like, exactly, that just makes it the perfect time to have a party. We could enjoy an hour or two, get your friends out of that hustle and bustle of the holidays to enjoy a cocktail and maybe an appetizer or two. We can tell them about some great food ideas for their upcoming holiday season. And another thing you could do would be to have invitations in your purse, and you could be handing them out as you see people, as you're out and about. And remember, we're not planning a wedding shower or a baby shower. We're really looking for just a couple of hours in your schedule where you could take time to invite some friends over, and we'll have a great time, and it'll all be over in just a couple of hours. If you could find a couple of those hours in your busy schedule, would it be something you'd consider? Another objection that hosts will throw out is that they're afraid that no one will come, that they've tried to book before with other companies and that no one came to their party. So the first thing I'd say is, you know what? I certainly have heard that concern, and I want your party to be a success. So if we theme the party with some fun theme to get your guests kind of thinking, wow, that sounds like fun. So maybe a Santa's Helpers party where they can come and shop and enjoy some wine and appetizers. Or how about theming it a Kids in the Kitchen party? This is the perfect time to have the kids come, and they could enjoy making some baked apple cider donuts and maybe decorate some holiday brownies from the brownie pan. And while they're doing that, we could make an appetizer for the moms, and we could all enjoy that hour or two, a little break from the holiday season. Or another idea that we could theme it as would be a holiday candy and treat making class. And that would be where everybody is broken into groups, and we could make some holiday treats to make right at the party, and then they can take them home. We have recipes like peppermint crunch bark, velvety chocolate truffle.
Oh my goodness, my buffering is killing me, friends.
And harvest spice nuts. How would those sound? And maybe some apple sangria for the moms to sip on while we make all these yummy treats. Another objection you might get would be no money this time of year. All of my guests are spending their money on holidays. We want to beat that objection by saying something like, you know, I've heard that before, but can I just share something with you? Did you know that many of our products are $20 or less? We really do have something for everyone. For men, for people who love to cook, for people who hate to cook, for people who like to entertain, products for kids, products for busy families. And what I really love is that customers can come and they can spend just a little, or they can spend a lot. It'll be their choice. So we're going to have some delicious food no matter what. So what I'll tell you is you get the people at the party and you leave the selling to me. I'll make sure to take care of that for you. I promise you I'll help you have a successful party. So while November and December are a really busy time of year, with a little encouragement and a little bit of problem solving, we all can really have the most wonderful time of the year with a calendar filled with holiday parties. I hope that you took away a few tips, and I'm wishing you a fabulous November and December booking season. See you real soon.
So what I love, and guys, you'll hear this a lot, and you'll be tempted to think this a lot. It'll be this, well, people don't have money because of Christmas. They're spending money somewhere. Like, don't tell me that they don't have any money, because they're going to spend it on presents. We just need to show them and believe ourselves that we are the place they should spend it. Okay? With how easy, and like, guys, I'm not going to lie. Like, I love Amazon. I love it. Okay, there are times that I order and pay a little bit more for something because of the convenience, and I don't have to think about it anymore. You know, I'll order copy paper being like, if I just went to Walmart right now, like it would save me $3, but I don't want to go to the store, get all of my kids out of the car, walk in, probably spend another $50 because I just happen to wander into Walmart and then come back out. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to do it. So if we offer them that convenience factor, in December, I do Christmas cookie parties, because when people are like, I'm just so busy, I say I only offer this in December, and we make a couple different types of cookies at the show, because I tell people, here's the deal. Their house is already decorated for Christmas. Okay, if you're looking for cookie shows or cooking shows, I'm like, their house is already decorated for Christmas, so typically they kind of like showing it off. Right? Okay. Most people probably have their act together with their house a little bit more during the holidays because they've cleaned so they can decorate and get their tree up and stuff. Like my husband last weekend, we usually watch Elf when we put up the tree. And also he had my daughter go downstairs and get the movie and brought it up to me and handed it to me. He's like, should we watch this? And I died inside because I'm looking at how messy my house is. I was like, I haven't gotten the house ready for the tree yet. I mean, I'm looking outside. I'm like, are you wanting to do this right now? I was like, oh my gosh, because he hunts. So I have convinced him to like put it up a little bit earlier, like typically, because if we don't get it up before Thanksgiving, then it's like, hey, it's the middle of December and are we going to put a tree up? Like, but so I asked my host, I'm like, hey, you were going to spend some time baking cookies anyways, right? I was like, what if we just had your friends over and did a party? I teach all of them a few different recipes. We're going to get 3 batches of cookies made that night, and you have a bunch of different, they got to taste a few, and then your baking is done. And they're like, actually, yeah. Like I had a girl that she used to host every year, because she was responsible for bringing cookies to some PTO function, some school function. And so I would come over and bake the cookies for her, and like all of her guests would do it. And then it was just done. She didn't have to worry about it. Plus she made out like a bandit. So pretty sweet, huh? Sherry, looks like your hand's raised.
So when you do because I had thought about the cookie one, trying to offer it. So what products do you use, like when you do the cookie one and like for the cookies and things like that?
So this time of year, like a lot of the baking stuff, like during the normal season, I don't show off, like the pastry mat, cooling racks, pastry cutter, all the little tins and stuff like that. Like, I think we've got all these little baking things that come through. We've got Christmas cutters, decorating bags and tools, lots of prep bowls. You know, a lot of those, they used to have a Christmas cookie. It's got a few discontinued products on it, so I'm curious to see if I dig it up what it would find. But they give like decorating tips and ideas. You know, the pastry cutter, like there's a lot of baking tools that are in there that you might be like, I don't have a ton of those. But being able to even showcase just some of them, being like, here, they did like, one of them is like a peppermint bark, so like the sheet pans.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like one of them is just like, you know, you're making like a mint, these little mint triangle squares, so it's a sheet pan in the freezer.
And then of course we've got the emoji cookie cutter things and the rolling
the scoops. The scoops are shown really, really well.
Okay.
Because I mean, think about it. Like, really, you can make Christmas cookies just by making cookies and putting red and green M&Ms in them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and just showing them, you know, what those are, the silicone baking mat. So it's a lot of products that typically, like, I have in my house because I do use them, but I use them. I'm not a big baker, so like they come out this time of year, not only for my shows, but also just in my
I bake all the time, so.
I eat cheesecake from a tub.
I was just curious kind of like what products you used, and I guess when I was thinking about the cookies, what we made, but that gives me an idea. Thank you.
And then of course, you know, like we want to show, because like people are not going to book a party for a scoop.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're just going to buy that. So I typically, then I have something, you know, like I might have something like, now I would do the quick cooker. I'd be like, yeah, let's dump some chili in it and have that or something. Or you can make hot cocoa, have a hot cocoa bar. in the rock crock. You can use the rock crock in the slow cooker and just have some hot cocoa in there, and then they can, put their toppings and make fresh whipped cream,
Okay.
things like that with it that make it really festive.
Ooh, yeah, and that hot cocoa stuff would be something you could do also, like if we doing the stocking stuff. I'm sorry, I think out loud.
No, this is great. This is why we're doing this. This is why I didn't just record myself.
Yeah.
Or just say, hey, go to this page and watch it. The whole point was so that there could be thinking going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, that because that's what I was thinking of at the workshop. I was like, if I had a hot cocoa bar for them to kind of come over, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so looking at this, it's got so then here it talks about the reasons to book, and I love that Marna talks about, like, even though we know their objection isn't necessarily like an actual reason, you're like, yes, you're going to tell me people don't have time and people don't have money. Those are the two solutions I'm going to fix for them. Like, that's my problem solving. Okay. But we don't want to dismiss them because they think it's a tried and true, like, fear. That's their reason. Like, no, seriously, people don't have any money. They're Christmas shopping. Yes, let's have them come Christmas shop here. It's the same thing. Like, I tell people, like, my husband and I, like, guys, Christmas is not a surprise. It doesn't sneak up on me out of the blue. It wasn't a car wreck or a medical bill or something. Like, I know all year it's coming, and I am blessed enough in my finances to plan for it and know it's coming. And so I have the same amount of extra spending money in January as I did in, April. And some people operate that way, not everyone. Okay. But some people operate that way. So we can't just assume, oh, nobody has any money in January because, Christmas. I'm like, well, one, some people were giving cash as their present from parents. Some people were giving gift cards. Like, people have money. But so really being able to, think also with a host being like, well, what if I could make your budget go faster or longer? Like, this host now has 20% or more off of all these great gift ideas I gave them. So now instead of, like these little gifts being $10 or $15, they're like $8 to $12. You know what I mean? Like, it's helping them be able to use that. Or maybe they had $100 free, from their party, and they're able to get all of their teachers' gifts and like mail person and hair lady person, all those were taken care of just with their host rewards, and being able to have a night out of fun. So that's important. And again, the party themes with cooking shows are really, really big. And, we do themes with virtual parties as well. But if you're trying to book cooking shows, they're all about the experience, because these people are coming and they want to have an experience when they get to your house. The virtual parties are going to be experience also, but it's all going to be about the educational value that you're offering that is making them want to actually come and watch. I would recommend doing some lives, like, hey, if you're running a virtual party, being like, hey, just want to let you guys all know, Saturday morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to go live and share all of my favorite gift ideas. We're going to go live for about 15 minutes and I'm going to show you, and maybe you have a couple things made up, or you're just going to show them what they are. Or maybe you have pictures of them. Hey, do you see how cute this is? Don't feel like you have to make out a billion presents, but if you have, like a spatula attached to a brownie mix and a little prep bowl with some candy in it, a bow on top, some of these little things that you can tell them and give them ideas, like the measuring spoons with a little bow. If you make them up just like that one video did, like, holy cow, like, it gives them that visual. You can be like, how many would you like? So that makes a big difference. And so this gives you guys some ideas here also. I did want to let you guys know to keep an eye out the week of Thanksgiving. I'm going to encourage you to book because there are going to be some specials that are going on. I learned about that in the executive. I don't think it's super widely known. So don't go like going crazy advertising it all over your page because, one, we don't know what they are. But it sounds like they're going to be doing like 7 days of deals. And I'll go over some strategies as we get closer and that gets announced. But one, book your own mystery host party or your own party. Just plan that. Because I was going to have the week of Thanksgiving be dead. Like, I wasn't going to plan any parties that week just because I was like, I didn't want to have to deal with hosts and trying to figure out things on that, during that week. But now they've given me a pretty good reason. Now they've given me a reason to want to do that. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm going to, send some messages that way being like, hey, here's some really great ways to be able to do it. Or just let them know like, hey, I'm going to be doing some specials that week. Would you like to take part of it? There's going to be some really great specials for you and your guests to take part in, if I get you in on this week. So that's going to be an angle for you to be able to go out. And like I said, I'm going to do a mystery host party and I'm going to raffle off the rewards that week. Because again, people are going to shop. They're going to go out on Black Friday. They're going to, and they're going to spend $1 bajillion, okay, because they thought they were getting a deal. Okay. Or I don't know how many times I walk into Walmart on Black Friday just to wander around. I never go in the morning because it's just too much of a craziness, but I go in the afternoon and I just start buying crap because it's a good deal. I just start buying stuff because I'm getting people checked off the list. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's cute. That's cute. You know, oh, that'd be a good kid's toy. Like, and I spend way more than I ever meant to. I'm like, I just went in for a $1.99 DVD and I can't, $200 later, my cart is full of stuff. So being able to have that is going to be a really big thing too. This one talks about host your own holiday shopping open house. So this is kind of like what we were talking about with either doing a workshop or doing like Sherry's talking about, a stocking stuffer party. If you are strictly a virtual consultant, or maybe you're looking for cooking shows or you're looking for more, guys, an open house is a fantastic way to be able to get people over. I typically do an open house. Now I happen to have cash and carry just from free product that I earn, extras, things like that, leftover vendor events, I don't know. Do not go out and buy a bunch of cash and carry to have an open house. Don't do it. It's not a good use of your money. Okay, 100% don't do it. I have a bunch of stuff because I get it for free. Or like I just did a $2,000 fundraiser for a school, and instead of marking it as a fundraiser, I write them the check, and so I get all the free product. Okay, well that's, several $100s in free product that I can buy things to keep in my stash. Okay, so if you're ever wondering, well, Trina has it all. I didn't pay for it, friends. I didn't pay for it. So please do not feel like that's what I'm messaging you to do. But like I said, when we talked about like going live in your parties and talking about how to offer some of those, this is what this would be. Picture having all those things that Jane Miller had out on the table so people could walk around and you could say, this would be $15. This is $45. Here's the $20 and under table. Tell me how many you would like. Maybe you could number them like, hey, this is, gift set 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the easier you make it, the better. And having people come over to stop by and get a few snacks is great. Maybe have the salsa chicken out from your quick cooker for them to snack on. Or like I said, the hot cocoa bar for them to see the Rock Crock in action. Like if they are able to see some of those things and get those special and you're able to be offering them a service, you're going to get those sales, and maybe you can talk them into a soup and slipper show or a quick cooker workshop or something like that in January and February. You're going to be able to extend those bookings. You're giving them a service right now and then hopefully being able to offer them an experience later. Okay. You can have it be either a, hey, come and go as you please, or a, hey, we're going to actually go through this and I'm going to, walk through whatever it is. So that just, maybe it's a, come and go as you please, but, it's from 6 to 8, but, at 6 o'clock or, at 6:30, I'm going to do a live demo. So if you want to see how these things work and kind of get the information, you're going to want to make sure you're here by then. I don't know. Okay. And again, they give you, let me open this in a new tab. You can see this November host special resources. They give you words to say, guys, if you are not utilizing Consultants Corner to your benefit, then man, you are missing out. When you go into like our November specials under our marketing imagery, let me see if it'll just let me do a quick view. Okay, so it gives you like, hey, you're looking at November, here's some information. It tells you some things, host special training, what to do, here's what they are, here's some recipes, here's the email you could send out. Hey, do you want to send a text? Copy and paste this. Okay. Hey, are you trying to talk to people actually at a party? Here, say this. Okay. Are you talking with people while you're out at school activities? Here, do this. Okay. It gives you overcoming objections. Okay. Like I promise you, like these resources are great. If you have never been in here before, it's a great spot. And that's just coming in from the marketing imagery, that little PDF file that you probably ignore and never open. It's got lots of good stuff for you. Okay. Okay. Looking at this. Okay. We're going to go ahead and look at, here's another little video on holiday gift tips. So I want to be able to make sure you guys see this one also. So let's watch this.
Hi everyone, it's me, Carrie Hood, your independent pampered chef consultant, as always on a mission to feed your soul and fill your belly. And today we're talking all things holiday gifting. Pampered Chef just came out with their brand new holiday gift guide, and the temperatures are a little bit cooler now, so I am feeling the holiday spirit already. So I thought that I would jump on here with you live today and share a couple of tips to help make your holiday season just a little bit less stressful. So a couple of ideas that I have is this time of year, you can go to your local craft store, or, hey Karen, thanks for jumping on, your local craft store, your dollar store, and stock up on all of that great holiday ribbon, ornaments, things like that, so that you have things on hand ready to throw together a gift at the last second. Another thing that I like to do, just to share, can you tell me if the video quality is better today, Karen? Thank you. I was really struggling with quality yesterday. Another idea that I like to do is throughout the year, I kind of stock up on little things and just kind of have them in a basket. So I've got little things like toaster tongs and scrapers and knives and stuff like this just on hand all the time. I call it my little gift closet. So if somebody shows up at my house at the last minute with a gift in hand, I can run off and be like, hey, I've got something for you too, and run back to my gift closet and get that for them. So it makes it easy to go ahead and take care of that too. Oh goodness, well, as long as it's not constantly blurry, we're good. Okay, so another idea is just a couple of things for like teachers' gifts or gift exchanges where you have multiple people to buy for, so that you can do that on a budget. So one of those things is just a little inexpensive pack of cookie mix with our little small scoop tied to it with some little jingle bells and some ribbon. It dresses it up a little bit, makes it fancy. And then I also have, under the same concept, is just a box of brownie mix you can get very inexpensively with one of our little scrapers or our little spatulas on it. So you can do these little metal spatulas or our nylon ones, tie it on with a pretty ribbon, and you've got a great gift for teachers. Because I don't know about you, but I end up having to make like 12 teachers' gifts every year. It's crazy. So anyways, here's another one. This is what I did for the kids' teachers last year. I've got just one of our little 1-cup prep bowls, and I put some hot cocoa down in it with some chocolate chips and marshmallows, tied a pretty ribbon on it, and it's a perfect little gift. You could also put some candy pieces, you could put some caramels in it, and top it off with our apple wedger, and you've got a perfect little gift. Next up, I've got one of our little all-purpose dill seasoning blends, and I tied on our little adjustable measuring spoons with a pretty ribbon. You could also just drop these down in a bag if you don't want to be too fancy. And this actually has the recipe for a delicious dill dip right on the side, so they've got a gift to start using right away. If you're going to somebody's house for a party, thanks Karen, glad you like that idea. If you're going to somebody's house for a party and you don't want to arrive empty-handed, you could pick up a pretty bottle of wine and tie our little wine aerator right on top with a pretty ribbon, so they get to enjoy the bottle of wine along with getting the little aerator to keep. So they've got something for now and something for later, which is awesome. We also have several items. That make for cute little bag toppers, or present toppers. So you could actually just take some colored twine, and I put a couple of jingle bells on there, and then I added our scraper to the top of the box just to dress up the gift. And then this one's just a little bit more fancy. I wrapped it in some shiny paper. I put our beautiful teak wooden spoon on top. These are so pretty and they're so soft. They make for a beautiful gift topper. I added a pretty ribbon and then a cute little ornament. Again, I just got at the dollar store, nothing fancy, so they get that beautiful wood spoon on top of their gift. Kind of dresses it up, would make your tree look beautiful with wrapped gifts like that. And if you're a little bit more prepared than I am and you like to gift to bake, that's a really big thing right now, or gift to bake to gift. You know that we have all of these amazing baking pans that come in mini sizes, and our mini fluted and our mini pie pans actually come in a set. You can get a gift set with these cute little gift boxes, so you can bake up a little loaf of bread or a little cake or a little pie, drop it down in one of these cute little gift boxes. They come with a tag and a piece of twine to tie it up, and then I just added a little ornament to the top of it. Just another little idea to dress it up. Oops, sorry, Carson just ran through and shook my camera up. I'm trying to keep it really still. So anyways, if you would like one of our holiday gift guides, please let me know. Drop a comment below and let me know, and I can go ahead and send one out in the mail to you. It's got tons of ideas, gifts for the family, gift pairs, gifts for the griller, gifts for kids, lots of great ideas in here on top of what I shared. Hi, Rosalie, thanks for joining. Let me know if you want one of these, and don't forget that I'm already starting to plan out my holiday party. So I'll be doing a holiday gift giving party on Squee, on Facebook, or in person. I can come over and prepare an appetizer for you and your friends, and we would have a great time together. So if you're interested in hosting a party this holiday season, please let me know. I would love to do it. Oh, awesome, Karen. I can get one in the mail to you. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Make sure that you comment below and let me know if you watch the replay. I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of these ideas and whether or not there's something you might try this holiday season. And if you feel like this might be helpful to your friends, please feel free to share this video on your timeline. I sure would appreciate it, because sharing is caring, y'all. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.
I love the sharing is caring, y'all. Okay, what are some ideas? What did you like? What are you inspired to do? Anything, to try something? What are some thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to, I have a cooking party next Friday, so I'm going to try to put together and offer out something for the gift thing to try to get some bookings from the party, because it's for my little cousin, and she says her friends sometimes didn't have a lot of money, so I thought, well, maybe if we can do something like that, then maybe I can get some bookings from that party. So I'm going to offer something like that at the party next week.
Yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. Anyone else have any questions or suggestions? Here, let me try to find my chat thing again. I feel like it goes away. Kathy, I'm at work listening as I can. This is awesome. I'm going to listen again tonight. I recommend this for everyone. Thank you. Oh, of course. Happy to do it, Kathy. So for what I just realized, I don't know why, and again, not like this isn't rocket science, and it's not like this is my first rodeo, what I've been in this 7 years. I can't, how do I get you guys to move? Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to really focus in on 1 hour live parties for some of these holiday themes for in the end of November and December, and see if I can get some people to kind of commit to like, hey, I am looking at doing a 1 hour live party. And honestly, probably, I don't even need an hour, probably 30 minutes. I'll probably say like a 30-minute Santa's helper party or something like that. Or, and just encourage people to come and watch me do probably a Facebook Live where I'm just going to go through these and be like, hey, and if I have the packages where it's super simple to be like, it is X number of dollars for, like for whatever these are, and just give them the instructions, or here's where to buy, like here is the link to Amazon to go get really cheap ribbon, or to get this ribbon that I found, or this was at the dollar store, so go check out your dollar store and get all these, or here's the, here's the package I got from Amazon that has these little jingle bells. I don't know, whatever I can do to make it easier for them and to give them those ideas. And I think those little 30-minute blitzes, I feel like will really capture people into offering a service. I mean, I'm still going to be doing my normal parties also, but I feel like those might capture people that maybe I wouldn't normally capture, or that feel like, oh, I've got it's so busy, or whatever it is. I feel like if I really focus on that, that might be helpful. And I don't know why I didn't really think about that.
Are you going to do that on your personal page, or do it as a party?
I'll do it as a party. So I think what's cool about that is I can do an event if I'm not doing like week-long postings, and just be like, hey, here's the time, at I don't know, whatever, like this time, I'm going to go live with, and then I'll have to think about the features, because I could go live from my business page and share it and do multiple parties at once, but that might make me go a little bananas. So we'll have to see. But just to, create an event for them, and they invite their friends to it and get their friends to that event page live where they log into Facebook and they're watching, and just be like, hey, it's going to be from, from 8 to 8:30 on Sunday night or something like that. Or it's going to be from 10 to 10:30 on a Saturday morning, or, whatever time works for you guys. And again, people can always replay.
Yeah. And, honestly, like I said, I'm just now I had kind of taken a break this summer. Life had just gotten crazy. And so I'm working and getting back in. But I have, and I don't get on live on my page often, but, going on live and showing these things, they may not be huge sales, but I get people buy things after they're like, oh, and they'll call me and they'll want, oh, I need that, so when you show it, you may not get tons of them, but people are like, oh, I need that, and that's just another order.
Right. People want those. And something to keep in mind, some of these things, what you're seeing is some of them are going to be very focused on just getting sales. But what we want is we want them to see us as valuable so that they book with us later, or being able to show off some of those other items. That doesn't mean that we don't, I'm not just in the market in November and December to sell a billion, $6 spatulas, but like when I'm offering that service, guys, you will get loyalty. I think what is hard is a lot of times, people are like, well, I don't know. Sometimes people just don't stick it out long enough to get that loyalty. Guys, I have people that host for me every year. You know what I mean? Or every other year, things like that. So this time of year comes around and they come to me to go get their things. Hey, I need to buy some stuff again, or I've got an order. Can I put it together? You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of what happens. But people, we I think I was just talking with, was it director? I don't remember who I was chatting with, but this idea of talking about, we want a microwave results in a slow cooker business. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that the meat is not getting cooked. It's not that the results aren't happening, but some people, they just get mad and then they abandon ship instead of just continuing to be consistent. Or, they had the slow cooker on and then they turned it off for a while and then they turned it on and you're like, okay, the meat will eventually cook, but it's not going to turn out the same way that you wanted if you would have just, had that consistency. And so, yeah, don't give up with that, being able to do this. And again, if you guys are going, okay, I'm going to get started right now. Some of you guys are really new. Some of you guys have been around for a while. Some of you guys are restarting, kind of like Sherry, you just mentioned. Like, stick around and watch the results, but be service-minded this holiday season. And you guys are just going to blow your mind. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. This one is just real quick. This is just a little promotional video. Again, guys, this time of year, like, people are still going out and getting holiday jobs. Like, imagine them having to get stuck. They're working on Christmas Eve and they're working Black Friday and they're working, they have to go in Thanksgiving night to restock because all their sales are starting at midnight. Like, don't let your friends have to do that, okay? They can be offered this opportunity and make a few $100s for their family and for their Christmas shopping to have a debt-free holiday. And it can make a really big difference. And so this is just a little video that is in the marketing imagery to be able to share. Let me show you this.
During the holidays, with the sales you get, the income you get to then help me pay for holiday things is super awesome.
That sets me up for a really nice Christmas. I'm able to afford those gifts for my family. Without having to really be concerned, oh my gosh, where am I going to get the money for this Christmas? Because I've been making that extra income with my Pampered Chef business.
So I think giving yourself the gift of a Pampered Chef business during Christmas time and all the December holidays is absolutely the best time. I can't say more good things about the holidays and Pampered Chef. It just goes hand in hand.
So I think that's just a little blip. I think I shared that in our recruiting group, but we have an opportunity event coming up this Tuesday, the 13th, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I think I'm going to set up a separate event as opposed to having it just kind of happening in the group, because I think we kind of need some fresh eyes. I feel like just with Facebook settings, we kind of forget. And so this will give us a chance to really be purposeful and invite people that we think would enjoy this business. Guys, we can get them, if they started today, we can still get them 3 paychecks before Christmas. Okay, that's significant. Okay, it is not too late to join for the holidays. Being able to have them, they can make bank with that, be able to have stress-free holiday. Honestly, and some people, even just $100, $200, $300 could be the difference in getting their kid that present that they really want, that they're like, I just can't afford. Or being able to spend that extra money on some of the holiday entertaining or things like that they wish that they could have without feeling that squeeze. Okay, or knowing that they have a way to pay off their credit card so they're not building and feeling that pressure without being able to enjoy it. We have a really, really cool opportunity to be able to have with that. So there are some other resources that are on here. I'm going to put, this is just in here. Again, if you are wondering where I found this, all I did, okay, was, I think I went to training. So I was at the homepage, I went to training, and then you can click on the monthly focus. Okay, so if you're wanting to see what some of these other videos, again, I mean, I'm recording this and I'll put this in our personal team page again. But if you're like, hey, I just really want to find out where some of those are to figure that out, or some of those other resources that Trina pointed to, I wanted to make sure that you guys saw that. And then again, you know, if you're if you click on news, that's going to bring you to some of those focus points from the STIR. And you can even look it up by category if you guys didn't know that, to be able to be like, hey, I want more information on selling or booking or recruiting. You know, it's got some of these other resources that you're seeing that we have here. If you guys did not see, I know I've posted this in our group, but how to adapt to Facebook updates if you're a virtual consultant. There are just so many different great opportunities. And like I think as a team, and part of that's I think my fault, we really underutilize what Pampered Chef offers us with our website. There will be a Cyber Monday special. Oh god, I gotta be able to, how do I get you guys? How do I get you? So large. Oops, that's not what I want. I gotta figure out how to move you guys around. Oh, there you go. There it is. Oops, I'm gonna go and stop share. There we go. We will have, if you have a personal website, okay, so this is only available for like orders outside of the party. There's typically a Cyber Monday special where people that order $75 or more would get free shipping. So that's kind of nice. And then they qualify for the free gift for November and things like that. But that only qualifies as an outside order. It does not qualify in the parties. So like people might get emails and they'll be like, hey, I already ordered and it was $75 or more. So do I get free shipping now? And I'm like, no. I'm like, that's just for people that are just randomly coming and shopping at your site. But you can only do that. Yeah, Summer, what's your idea? I just saw that come up in the chat. Let me unmute you.
Okay. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but like with the live stuff, I get really nervous. So I was thinking we could do like for the 30-minute party, like pre-record, and then you share to like do your posts, and you can use Snapchat or whatever to make your videos, make them fun. And then as far as like an in-home party, I was thinking about like just kind of making it fun and less about the whole selling aspect, because everyone doesn't like to be sold to very often. But like doing like a white elephant gift exchange, or I've seen on Pinterest the ugliest oven mitt, and you, instead of ugliest sweater, and then you can win a free oven mitt if you have the ugliest one.
Oh, so cute. I love it. I do those are great ideas, Summer. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, because it's the ugliest oven mitt. That's hilarious. I need to try that one. I've done ugly spatula before, but then what happens is like people bring scrapers and not spatula. I don't know. Then you're like, oh, I didn't do it. Right. But being able to have it around those things, because it's also a great way for people to remember the party, because your host is supposed to remind them, hey, don't forget to bring your ugly oven mitt tomorrow. You know, like, don't, you know, like, because, you know, our consultant told us to bring it. It gives them a reason to remind, which if your host has a reason to remind, they're more likely to do it. But yeah, that's super. I think you can even do that in a virtual party, like post a picture of your, you know, like you have to be in the picture. So you know it's you. You know what I mean? You can just find something online, you know, whatever, and show us your ugly, and you could have them win that way. Yeah, that's great. And yes, for sure. I mean, I do a lot of Facebook Lives just because, God bless it, I don't care what people, you know, I don't get nervous. But I was a teacher. Like, my job was to communicate to strangers and people all day long. But the pre-recording will allow it to still be you, because the important thing is that they get to know you. You could go share that girl that we just watched, and they're going to want to buy and book and join her team because they feel like they know her. You know what I mean? Like, they want to know that they're doing business with someone that they trust and that they interact with and that they can connect with, even if it's imperfect, because that's what they're going to connect to. Like, oh, she's got dishes in her sink too. Oh, she's got a kid running in her background too. You know, like, oh, there's chaos going on or whatever. Obviously, with something like that, you want to try to make it as, you know, non-chaotic as possible. That would probably be something I'd be telling my kids, like, Mommy's going to work. You need to stay in your room. But yes, doing a pre-recording, and then guys, once it's done, it's done. So yeah, using Snapchat, or like I use iMovie to kind of edit out the mistakes, so I don't have to worry about, oh god, I have to do this 15 times. And if you're going, well, I don't know how to do that, guys, if you Google or go to YouTube and type in your question, it will send you a video to watch and teach you how. That's how I learn how to do everything. Okay. So yeah, no, I love those ideas, because yes, people don't want to be sold to. If we are helping them and it offers the things that if the products that we have help them, they're going to buy anyways.
I was also thinking like a Christmas wrapping party. No one likes wrapping. Like I don't know, maybe some people do. I hate it. But like getting together, wrapping, and having cookies and a cocoa bar and stuff too. Just and having Christmas music, just so it's kind of like a fun thing to do.
How fun. So like they could bring like presents that they already have to have wrapped and just come and have it be together. But then you can have like, be like, hey, we're going to do like a little Pampered Chef demo. I'm going to show you some things. If you have any last minute gifts that you still need to buy. I love that idea. That would be really fun because I'm like wrapping is one of those things that I'm doing in the middle of the night or I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I pay my assistant to do it. Last year, I was like, I don't like, this is what I need your help with. I need you to wrap my kids' presents. And she was like, okay. And I was like,
I did gift bags last year from Dollar Tree. I was just like, I'm just dropping them in. I don't care.
In there, right. Like the girl stuff, it's all like, okay, it's all little crap like this. So like, it's all really small. It takes a really long time to wrap. No, I love that. See, but that's exactly it, guys. When you get in the spirit of really offering things, and like I said, we have an edge. The things that our product, everyone is using, and they're using them intensely, and they're supposed to be creative even with it. They're like, oh, God, I'm supposed to make cookies. I don't have a cookie recipe. Oh, God, I'm supposed to, come up with this idea or this Secret Santa gift or whatever it is. I'm supposed to entertain. My in-laws are coming over. I don't know what to make. These are the types of things that are happening, and we offer them the service. I laugh with the reason, I'm getting bookings for my quick cooker because people are watching me give them recipe ideas and they feel confident that they can get dinner on the table just like I did. They're like, we just watched her in 3.5 minutes from start to finish, prep her meal and be done. They're like, I had one girl send me a message. Okay, I'm sick of watching you put frozen food in that thing and it only taking you 2.5 minutes to make things. I need it. And I laughed. I'm like, no problem. I can get you one. But I wasn't even trying to sell it right then. I'm like, I was just, hey guys, I'm going to try this out again. So yes, that's exactly right, Summer, being able to offer those. I think it's fantastic. Okay, awesome. Okay, it has been an hour of us hanging out. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. I am going to be trying to do several different trainings and things like that that are focused. They might be during this daytime. So if you're watching the replay, hopefully you found it value to just even come on. Guys, I so appreciate those of you that were able to hop on and kind of chit chat with me because those ideas are much better than me just blurping out. And if I just wanted to blurp out, then I wouldn't tell you when it was, and I would just hand you a YouTube that I recorded. So yes, we want your guys' ideas in here. Feel free to share on the page also. Like we might come off here and then you might be like, oh my gosh, I totally thought of something now that I was, thinking, I was away for it. Feel free to share those, go on our personal page and share them. If you've got pictures, if you end up doing, putting a few things together, show pictures of what you've got going on or words that you're using, because the more that we give each other those ideas, the more we can develop them and just be successful. So, okay. Well, awesome. Well, I will see you guys later. If you need anything, please give me a holler. But like I said, if you're, again, trying to figure out where those resources were, we were just looking. We just went to training, and then it was just in the monthly focus. It's all right there. And so you can literally walk through all those resources on your own. Okay, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later.